set up here. I mean, Riddles, another insane player like we just talked about before, not only coming out of winning Big House 10, he got 5th at Smash Summit. I talked to him a little bit. He's saying that he's feeling really, really good. Obviously, before Big House at Summit, we had just had that conversation where he feels incredible. He can't wait to stream. He can't wait to practice more, figure out where he could utilize the Kazuya even more. And we're going to get started. He is sticking to the Kazuya first. All right, what did the hell Katie do to you? Riddles, what? I feel like...
It's about to drop her into the lava pit.
Oh, we went to FD?
FD against Kazuya Mishima for game number 1.
I was talking all of us saying, no, we ain't gonna go to FD. Come on. All right, but you know what? MuteAce also has a peach combos too, and the turnip string, the grounded float turnip string that we've also seen MuteAce get a lot of damage off of. But I talked to MuteAce also before this set, and MuteAce says this matchup. All right, so
he has never been a fan of that. I mean, there are a couple of really good Kazuyas out in Texas that he's had to fight, Burr being chief among them, and he has definitely struggled against this character in the past. But again, for a guy like Mute, constantly looking at how to improve, but what do you do when Kazuya gets his hands on you?
Mute said, I'm out, floats away. I don't want any business in here. Oh, from the winky face too. Oh no, I don't want to eat those vegetables. Gadoosh.
I'm only seeing the Ronnie from Coney's stream right now. Just shot out of the cannon. And now 36% already built up on Mute. It's not even a huge combo, but with this much rage, he's already in danger.
What's crazy is that we're seeing Mute actually try to utilize the float to be outside of Riddle's space here in the air, especially to... Okay, all right, Halloween is tomorrow. It's okay. We don't have to scare us. The float will drip back again. It's the delay. The side B, oh my gosh.
Riddles loves to just dash up like that and make you feel like you have to choose a move, and I think the number one thing that people have started to realize is do not challenge that. Mute with some great patience, kind of using the float to create his own platform on FD, able to fire back with that fair.
Exactly, and he's been doing that since the very beginning, just to at least get out of that range from Riddles. The fair into the dash attack, another fair, the slapeth with the crown. He's going to wait. I love the delay with the turnip. See Riddles, oh, here he comes. What do you do? What? Stop.
Mute says,
that's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Riddles has not demonstrated that he's going to grab out of those dashes, and Mute has just held his shield the entire time. Scary as it is, he's confident, and now the percents are right back to even.
Oh, doesn't get the up air, but he gets the grab, forcing Riddles to land on the other side of him. Obviously, Rage online. He's had it for a little bit right now, too. Starts trying to find the opening. I love it. Uses the float like you were talking about before to create that extra space to get on the other side of Riddles. The turnip is going to donk him in the head.
And playing at a space where that side B can't immediately connect from off stage, but Mute stuck at the ledge, and a great reaction right there from Riddles off of that jump from the ledge. Up B taking the stock early and getting to play with the lead, but for how long?
Beautiful. He tried to do that earlier there, too, to actually create a wall against MuteAce. Swinky Face is going to connect at 193. This is the opportunity with the snipe coming in as a turn. He's going to meet him before he grabs the ledge.
You know, normally the Winky Face doing a little bit of extra damage doesn't matter that much, but there it actually did let Mute get a free easy combo.
Oh, no.
Kazuya Mishima.
Kazuya Mishima. No.
That is a certified Kazuya Mishima moment.
Well, you know, he's such a cool character.
He is so
but not cool. Not when you're on the receiving end of it.
No, I mean, as a spectator, I could not ask for a more entertaining character to watch. For a player, you just have no margin for error. You make one mistake, and you are getting sent to the depths. But we have to give MuteAce some credit right there. That game one, taking Kazuya to FD and making it work really well, which is basically almost for everybody. They just say, that's a no-no. Never do that. But using that float to sort of just create his own platforms.
Are we going back to FD?
I would not be surprised, but
no,
we are a
okay,
small battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah, again, just the combo game that Riddles gets there. This time, MuteAce has a couple more escape zones here on small battlefield and can certainly refresh that floating between those platforms, but oh boy.
What's scary is that, yes, the floating has allowed Mute to create his own space, but it's also a situation where you're giving up the ability to be grounded, to be safe, and that's what Riddles loves, to try to contest you in the air.
Electric Wing Dodge Fist, man. I mean, it is so scary when it dominates the game, but Mute playing it beautifully. The defense has been basically immaculate here at the start of this game, too.
All right, gets the grab here. Rage already ready. Nice, amazing start, like you said already, for MuteAce. Tries to catch a jump on the fair. He knew he wanted to roll back. The Nair's going to connect center stage instead. 160 now for Riddles.
And Mute's movement has been so clean, though. Riddles obviously could still be the one to take this stock first. big damage after that back air connects, and Mute's just going to go all the way up.
Says, I'm not even going to give you the chance to use that up B by the ledge, even a little bit, right? Oh, but he's still going to try to catch him underneath these platforms here, too. Look at the way that Mute is using these platforms. That was great. Amazing patience to sneak by to get that back air.
The thing is, Kazuya can't hit you with that up air. He can potentially turn things around with that up B as well to hit you when you're floating above these platforms. But the key thing is that he can't get the big damage.
Facing the other way.
Accidentally turned it around, and you can't grab the ledge. Turned around is Peach. It's a big disadvantage for her, and that is a gift for Riddles.
Saw Riddles dropping down, not going to give the jump read to MuteAce right there as he tried to catch him with the fair. See him just dashing back with these down tilts. Great way to also start a lot of these early combos for Peach. Just an overall string extension as well. 81%. Oh, by the ledge.
Yeah.
High recovery. Great way to negate what happened in that last game.
At those early percents, you have enough, you lack the hit stun where you're able to actually get out of the nair combos. It's at those mid percents where it gets really scary, but Mute knew that he had time to get that parasol out. Look out for the big damage, though, and he hits right back.
Oh, the shimmy shade to the side, too, with that spot dodge to get that great punish on the forward smash. The golf club isn't going to do it just yet, and neither is this back air. He's trying to meet him on the other side, stuck in this float, trying to catch him with the fair, but the stall from Riddles immense and crazy here to allow him to actually help out his survivability.
Even turning it around so that he was perfectly spaced that Mute could connect the finishing blow. And now stuck at the ledge, does commit to that up B a little bit early, and Mute can keep the pressure on, but turning it around with the Hell's Gate. Once again, taking a stock with the big command grabs.
Taking him, escorting him to those gates himself here. 149 now. He's got the rage to work with. See the side B? Riddle's so good at shifting his hurt box is insane, too.
He is just mindful of every little micro piece of space that he can take. But Mute right back into this game, evening it up one stock apiece. And honestly, the next person to get a solid hit could take the game. Great mid-DI by Mute, though.
Yeah, actually getting out of that range just a little bit before he's able to get right back to the ledge, doing some extra damage, though, before forcing his way right back. Oh.
I can't believe that he rolled in towards the Kazuya that easily could have come off the ledge with that side B like we saw. 101, though. Rage Drive is now active, and Mute has to be careful if he does not want to go down 2-0.
See what Mute's going to do. Catches him again with the back air. He went straight over to the side. The back air going to be able to claim this second game.
And interestingly, what that punished specifically was Riddles using that movement we've been talking about, being so precise in that micro spacing, but Mute punished him for holding back to try to create that space, and it instantly sent him to the blast zone.
That's so smart. Amazing on Mute as well to not hold back, even if the first jump read didn't catch right there too. He just kept up the pressure and utilized the platform to his ability to even go over to the side to get that back air.
Playing absolutely incredibly in that game too, but it was still a very close margin, and Riddles definitely had an opportunity to fight back into that game. Now just waiting on the stage ban decision, which Mute's got to think pretty hard about, because you make one wrong move against Kazuya to that end, and you are going to suffer.
Yeah, it's so true. And just to reiterate, because I know we mentioned this in the first winner set that we saw between Onin and Zamba, but once again, these two sets that we had in this winner side, this first round of winners, is that MuteAce and Riddles don't have set history. This is the first time that Mute is going to be playing against Riddles, so it's nice to see the dynamic work in real time as we move on to game number 3.
And to a degree, the onus is on Riddles to kind of make some big adaptations, because again, Mute's got plenty of Kazuya experience, but there just really aren't any Peaches that are quite on the level that MuteAce is at, demonstrating it immediately by just saying, you want to run up to me, eat this down tilt and some big damage.
Yeah, that's the down tilt, especially those near strings at the very early portion for Mute to try to get a lot more of that damage, the high recovery like you were talking about before. Not enough hits done, at least at those early percents to continue on. The downward spiral that is Kazuya.
Because you could get taken all the way down.
Yes.
We've already seen it once from Riddles, but he will have to do it a couple more times. Mute taking a very solid lead here, going for the big conversions instead, putting himself into the corner against a Rage Drive, having Kazuya, but he is not afraid to fight back.
So good at also trying to catch these jump-ins from Riddles. You see him just now trying to catch MuteAce's landings. This time and love the stall, like we saw before. Try to get onto the ledge in there. Now dot eyes, though. This time it's not the winking face. It's the snipe with the dot eyes that's going to be able to claim that first stock.
Mute taking such good advantage of what the turtles can do to shut down Kazuya recoveries. And look at this damage off of the ledge, but Riddles fighting right back with that electric. These two are slugging it out.
It's always so scary, too, when he gets so close like that. You saw MuteAce floating right around his space, tries to catch the jump with the down air, and then the insurance with the falling fair as he drops from his float.
And Mute just keeping the pressure on at the ledge. The ledge trapping is immaculate right now. Even playing out of the corner, making amazing use out of the center platform. Normally a place that Kazuya loves to be and see you, but we might be seeing you later if Mute keeps up this damage.
Especially with the way he's floating away from the situation here, too. He's not only floating above that platform so that way he won't get pressured from Riddles, who's trying to shark him from underneath it.
Hey, speaking of sharking underneath, I love that that MuteAce is going for up throws when Riddles has the rage drive, making it basically a non-factor, and that has made things so much more comfortable for him. You can see how good MuteAce feels right now with a 3-stock-to-1 lead, and that damage is only climbing.
And he's feeling himself right now. You see the climb with those up airs. The nair to kind of finish things off, though. He dropped it, and the up is going to come in from Riddles as he is on that last stock. He finally gets that first stock away from MuteAce.
And this is, of course, Kazuya. One big opening could mean everything, but Mute playing in the corner actually bailing him out of what could potentially be big combos. Kazuya loves to carry you all the way across the stage, but because of that, Mute is rather happy to sit in the corner where it's harder for Riddles to take him all the way.
Saw that piece just kind of like a balloon just drifting around Riddles' space right there, too. The backer to meet him on the other side. No roll in from Riddles. They're going to avoid the turn, but he's got the rage. Can he find his way to land?
Doesn't look like it right now. Mute's juggling has been so good this entire set. He's getting sent to the depths as you might expect at these mid-percents, and now you gotta watch out. The crowd coming alive, giving their boys some encouragement, and the rage drive is gone too.
That's exactly what he needed, and he had the winky face to contest him before he was able to get the ledge. And I like the stuff from Riddles like he's been doing before. He's going to try to catch the landing here from MuteAce. The juke out, though, with the float into dropping down and get the grab.
I love that down throw, too. Saving a back throw potentially if he needs it, but he doesn't even. The cake in that back air is certainly tasty enough for Mute. 2-1 lead for him.
Got to get the little slice before you go on to your next game right here, because now MuteAce is sitting at match point versus Riddles. Oof. What a way to set up the archives for the first set here between these two players.
I am saying, I mean, again, this is just showing off somebody who has clearly done their homework and is playing the matchup masterfully, and Riddles has to be able to adapt to this Peach. Again, it's hard to get practice against a character like this at this level. And we'll see if Riddles is going to stick it out with the Kazuya or even switch it to the Terry, and that is indeed where he is going to go.
All right. Trick goes down to the same thing we were talking about between the Peach and Kazuya matchup when I was talking to Mute. It's the same case with the Terry here. It's about stuffing out MuteAce when he is in that floating range around you. But okay, the Dragon to the grab immediately afterwards. These early combo percents are always so flashy with Peach.
And MuteAce has so many of those practice. I mean, he was endlessly on the setup last night in training mode, making sure that he was ready to take on anything that came his way, and that includes this Terry. He is looking comfortable even against the surprise pick from Riddles, who has no double jump, and Mute's keeping on the pressure.
Oh, but he lets him get right back to the stage, and the immediate reset, though, and disengage from MuteAce before going center stage 2. You see him, he's doing the same thing, the same game plan that we saw before with the Kazuya. This time around, it's just the double jump into float, into weight, gets a double upper right now, continues on the pressure, but this is the momentum that we're seeing in real time as Riddles answers right back, though, right now. 87% onto Mute. The stall, though, real quick before trying to contest with the fair.
And 98% getting taken into that go mode. He was on the precipice. Now it's available. But if he doesn't make it back to stage, he doesn't get a chance of Mute if he gets sent at angles.
He second-guessed it right there, too. You saw he was in a really good space to try to get the fair right now as he's not going to be able to connect right here. He does get that grab. He's going to try to contest the jump. Throws the turnip down. Go meter again. Still on board.
And I think mostly Mute's just going to be mindful of that Power Geyser on the approach because the Buster Wolf is something he can space out of, and Power Geyser is exactly what he plays around, leaves you with a lot of end lag, and Mute taking the lead again.
Beautiful here. Going to be able to avoid that. Just air dodge right behind him. Playing again right above his space, not trying to overextend. I mean, he has the lead right here too, but shield pressure coming down as he's forced to go to the other side. Nice parry. Not going to get the double nair, though.
Going right back to the ledge, using the float to keep the pressure on as well, mixing up that recovery too. Even the re-grab goes unpunished, and Riddles is just trying to solve this puzzle of MuteAce at the ledge. How do you take advantage of it?
Oh, it's crazy. He also uses it to reset his shield there too, because his shield, he did get a lot of shield pressure originally on the right side of the stage too. So doing it again, going to avoid that, trying to jump over him with the down airs. Going to be able to get that tackle real quick and scoop him up before he's able to touch the ground.
And you know what? Even for all of the time that MuteAce has spent in the lead, this game is very, very close. Just 37% on Riddles. Does climb a little bit, but man, these landing aerials, and that is something that Riddles will do a lot. He can even it up instantly, and it is literally exactly even.
Look at this here. He's going to wait now as Riddles is going to have stage control, but this turnip is going to allow MuteAce to break free from the ledge.
They're
he
not gonna
scooped him up.
Oh my goodness, and Riddles immediately jumping on that opportunity to rack up some damage, but he's not been able to get anything off of these juggles. MuteAce landing at a disadvantage so well, but he is playing mindful of that go mode.
Oh.
Riddles could blow him up at any second.
I love how he completely changed that pacing too. The moment the Go went on board, he was going to back away. You see him waiting way more on shield, trying to do more of these safe backers. Goes unpunished though right there with the up B.
And using that up air, though, because it has that chance to shield poke, a very high probability.
Whoa.
Amazing tech from Riddles, but he will have to fight through Mute's ledge trap once again, where he's been so effective.
Oh, come on. 170 for Riddles. You got the range, you got the go, and you got the second stock here. One stock left for MuteAce as he is, once again, sitting at match point in this set.
And Riddles on go no longer. MuteAce says go to the blast zone.
And pulling up the winky face real quick. Try to predict a jump right there. Riddle's not giving it to MuteAce, but now struggling to try to make his way back. The crack shoot to force his way in.
And the crowd wanting Mute to take one more stock, and it looks like he just might be able to do it. Riddles pushed to the corner again.
Oh.
Just masterful stage
No,
control.
he jumped.
My goodness.
Ooh, he made his way back. That was very scary. You saw the crowd going, oh, okay, sitting on the edge of your seats real quick. Did manage to make his way back. Catches the turn up.
I was about to say, can Terry combo out of that? I think he might be able
No.
to. Great SDI on the jabs by MuteAce, though. That is the only reason he's alive.
Actually crazy. Catches him with the nair. Oh my gosh, the directional air dodge to make his way back to the ledge. Oh, crashes right into the back air. 151, amazing DI from Riddles. The turnip snipes him though down below. This is the opportunity. MuteAce lets him get back to the stage.
Amazing recovery by Riddles. He's barely hanging on at 180. This could very well still be his game with this amount of rage. Mute has to be oh so careful not to get hit by a stray, but Neutral Air has him taking the set. And is that what you wanted here in Miami? The hometown hero returns to his old stomping grounds, and he has carved a path into winners finals.
Taking a deep breath as he moves on to face against Onin, who's been waiting in the winners finals after his set against Zamba. What a set that was to the very end. That was so scary. Riddles obviously still in this tournament as he's going to be the one to drop down to face off against Apollo Kage.
Two absolute fan favorite players, and what do we get at the end of it? An absolutely amazing set. We've gotten a demonstration of why people love these two players so much, and especially for Mute to step up, returning to his old home turf, and being able to run all the way to winners finals with now two huge wins over Akola and Riddles in a row. He is on an absolute rampage, and I cannot wait to see what